The Hindenburg disaster might be the most famous airship accident in history, marking the tragic end of the era of passenger Zeppelins. On May 6, 1937, the German airship LZ-129 Hindenburg caught fire and was destroyed while attempting to dock at the Lakehurst Naval Air Station in New Jersey. This catastrophe shocked the world and became a defining moment in aviation history. Let's talk about it. The Hindenburg was the pride of the German Zeppelin company, a massive rigid airship filled with hydrogen gas that made it lighter than air. It measured 804 feet long, which is longer than 3 Boeing 747 airplanes placed end to end. It could carry around 97 passengers and crew. It was considered a symbol of advanced engineering and luxury travel during the 1930s, offering elegant dining rooms, comfortable cabins, and even smoking rooms for wealthy passengers crossing the Atlantic. On the evening of May 6, 1937, the Hindenburg arrived at Lakehurst after a 3-day journey from Frankfurt, Germany. The weather was stormy, so the landing was delayed until conditions improved. As the airship approached the mooring mast, ground crew members grabbed its lines to secure it. Suddenly, witnesses saw a flash of flame near the tail of the ship, and within seconds the entire airship was engulfed in fire. The Hindenburg crashed to the ground in less than a minute. Of the 97 people on board, 36 were killed, along with one member of the ground crew. Although many survived, the horrifying images and radio broadcasts made the disaster seem even worse. The most famous broadcast came from journalist Herbert Morrison, whose emotional words, "Oh, the humanity," captured the shock and grief of the moment. His recording became one of the most memorable pieces of journalism in history. The exact cause of the fire has been debated for decades. The most widely accepted explanation is that a spark ignited the highly flammable hydrogen gas that filled the ship. Some scientists believe that static electricity or a small gas leak may have caused the spark. Others have suggested sabotage, but there is no solid evidence to support that theory. After the disaster, the United States and Germany stopped using hydrogen-filled airships for passenger travel, as helium, a safer gas, was scarce and tightly controlled. The Hindenburg disaster marked the end of the airship era. Once seen as the future of luxury air travel, Zeppelins were quickly replaced by airplanes, which were faster, safer, and more efficient. The tragedy also led to major improvements in aviation safety and fueled public interest in air travel technology. In conclusion, the Hindenburg disaster was not only a tragic loss of life, but also a turning point in the history of flight. The fiery destruction of the majestic airship became a symbol of both human ambition and the dangers of technological overconfidence. Also became the cover of a Led Zeppelin album. Though more than 80 years have passed, the disaster remains one of the most haunting moments in aviation history, one that changed the course of how humans take to the skies. 37 people lost their lives in the crash, which is lucky because it could have been a lot more. I'm a small channel, so any support or feedback would be much appreciated. Thank you for watching.